Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for June 15th. We're currently looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair did close down for this session. Overall is moving sideways with a bias that is sideways as well. We're looking for this pair to potentially move as high as 99.30, possibly as low as 96.86. Look for some resistance around 98.11 and look for some support around 97.25. Now, let's take a look at the Euro-USD pair. This particular pair is closed down, still moving sideways, definitely has a bias to the downside. We are looking for this pair to potentially move as high as 141.05, possibly as low as 136.57. Look for some resistance around 138.98 and look for some support around 137.25. Now, switching to the pound US dollar pair, this particular pair did close down for this session. It's still moving sideways, biased to sideways currently. Looking for it to potentially move as high as 165.72, possibly as low as 161.17. Look for some resistance around 164.33 and look for some support around 162.00 in this particular pair. If you caught the report from yesterday, you will notice that we had a swing trade set up in this particular pair, and it went down and hit our target almost to the pip, which doesn't always happen, I do realize, but when it does, it's really nice. Now, switching to the US Swiss, this pair moved higher today, currently moving sideways still, biased sideways. We are looking for this pair to potentially move as high as 1.1033, possibly as low as 1.0701. Look for some resistance around 1.0955 and look for some support around 10850. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Looking at the pound Japanese yen pair. This particular pair formed a swing trade during this last session. Draw your trend line. We're looking for a breakout below 158.19, potentially moving to this session's low, basically hitting previous support at this point. If you draw your line between those two, we have, let's see, 158.19. It's pretty close. And coming down to this, around 136 pips that we're looking for, somewhere in there. And you can use a 100 pip stop loss for this particular trade. But looking for this pair basically to come down to previous support after breaking our swing trade trend line. Well, that about does it for the charts. We do have the pound releasing their CPI for May at 4:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Consensus is things have moved a little bit higher from 0.2% to 0.3% on a monthly basis. Year to date, looks like things have decreased from 2.3% down to 2%. The Eurozone has their CPI being released for May as well at 5 a.m. Eastern time. Consensus is things have dropped from 0.6% down to 0.0%. Year to date, their core CPI has moved or estimated to move from 1.8% to 1.6%. Now, the CPI, as far as market relevance, is about third in line after rate decisions and unemployment. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. It can move the market if it's way outside the bounds of what was estimated. So definitely keep an eye on those news announcements. So until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.